Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Pramj. Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, it's officially 2022, the brand new year, but it's the same Pramj that you've come to know and love over this time we've had together, and I'm super excited to keep grinding and keep producing some banger videos for you guys this year. Kicking off the new year with today's video, the top manga that I want to collect in 2022. Now, I actually made one of these videos last year, if you guys remember back then, and I think for the most part, I ended up getting almost all of these series that I talked about in that video, with a couple of exceptions that I'll get to in a minute. But yeah, I'm really excited to record this video and see by the end of the year how many of these series I've collected. And I hope you guys do enjoy this video talking about the manga that I really want to pick up over this brand new year. So if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more manga videos just like this. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so the two manga series that I didn't quite get to in 2021 like I had hoped to were 1, Eyeshield 21, and 2, Made in Abyss. Now, for Made in Abyss, I actually did end up picking up the first volume, which I really enjoyed, but just the series has been out of stock, you know, plagued by the things that we've seen for other series such as Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen, except that's taking a lot longer for this series to come back in stock, it seems, but you know, it is what it is. I don't really feel like paying $15 a volume for this series in 2021, so I'm just going to wait for these volumes to hopefully get restocked in 2022 where I can get them cheaper. And as for Eyeshield 21, I don't really know exactly what's going on with it. I'm hoping that it's not out of print and that's just out of stock, that'll come back, because then I'll be happy to pick it up, but you know, it's just been extremely hard to find this past year, so fingers crossed for 2022, I'll be able to have a completed set. Alright, but enough about 2021. What are the manga series that I really want to get to in 2022? The very first one that I'm going to be talking about today is A Silent Voice. If I'm being honest, it's honestly just as baffling for me as it probably is for you that I don't have this manga series in my collection yet, as it is one of my favorite films of all time, as well as one of the most highly regarded manga series of all time across the entire community. This series always just kind of evades my grasp. The manga box set is pretty cheap, all things considered, but every time it goes on sale for like $35, I've always just bought a lot of manga that month, and I never feel good about buying just one more thing. But this month, I solemnly swear I will own the Silent Voice manga box set, and I will enjoy it, goddammit. Alright, so the second manga series that I want to pick up in 2022 is none other than Keiara Mori's A Bride's Story. Now, I gotta come clean, I actually do own the first volume of this series, as you can see here, these absolutely beautiful hardcovers. I got this from Later Read a few months ago because obviously I've been getting into Keiara Mori's stuff. As you can see, the Emma hardcovers back there. I'm just imagining this full shelf of Keiara Mori yen press hardcovers. It'd be a sight to see, and honestly, I think I can make it a reality this year. I've mentioned this series a few times in the past being a historical fiction, which is a genre that I really want to get into. Also, I've heard just amazing things about this series in particular, and of course, I'm basically a junkie for yen press hardcovers, so no doubt more of these volumes will be finding their way into my manga collection this coming year, and honestly, I cannot wait. Switching gears a bit, the next manga series that I want to pick up this year is none other than Rurouni Kenshin. Now, Kenshin is a very interesting series because I feel like not a whole lot of people talk about it or want to talk about it because of the mangaka, but whenever people do talk about Rurouni Kenshin, they say it's like one of the most classic and overall best shonen series ever produced, so that definitely piques my curiosity. If you guys have seen my manga collection, then you'll know that I love samurai manga. It's my favorite genres in manga, in movies. It's just so badass. So being a samurai manga, as well as one of the most critically acclaimed shonen manga of all time, I really do need to collect Rurouni Kenshin. Now, I will bring this up because, you know, it just breaks my heart to this day, but I actually had an opportunity to have this completed set for free, but you know, some things transpired where it just kind of fell out of my reach. So with the very painful thoughts of what could have been, I promise I will be collecting at least some of this series this year, whether it be the Vizbigs, which actually are pretty rare, some of the later ones, or the beautiful singles. I promise I'll have some of these volumes in my collection, and hopefully I'll enjoy Rurouni Kenshin. The next manga series that I want to collect in 2022 is Shuzo Oshimi's Inside Mari. Now, I say quite often that Shuzo Oshimi is one of my favorite manga of all time, and this is kind of strange because I only read like half of his series in English. I've read The Flowers of Evil, which is actually in my top 25 manga of all time. I'm currently reading Blood on the Tracks as it comes out, but I've actually never read Happiness or Inside Mari, and I've chosen Inside Mari for this video simply because I already have volume 1 of Happiness, even though that didn't really stop me for Bride's Story, but whatever. And better yet, I actually don't know anything about the plot or story of Inside Mari. I have absolutely no clue. I'd be going in completely blind, which is always very exciting to do for a manga like that. Oshimi manga tend to be pretty short, so hopefully I'll be able to pick up this entire manga series this month, just binge through and have an amazing time. And finally, the last 2 manga series that I want to talk about for this video, the manga that I want to pick up in 2022, are going to be my 2 big Grail series. If you guys don't know what Grail series are, it's basically like a big, expensive, usually, or valuable series that is very hard to get a hold of, but it's like your ultimate goal to finally collect at some point. And the 2 Holy Grail series that I currently have my sights set on for 2022 are none other than Phoenix and Gunslinger Girl. Phoenix is obviously a legendary manga series that needs absolutely no introduction, one of Osamu Tezuka's greatest works of all time, and I've never actually read this series, but it's always been on my radar as I've been on and off hunting for deals for this very hard to find manga series. Honestly, it's like one of the big holy grails in all of manga collecting. Now, I actually did have an opportunity to pick up this series for $700 from Old Shaman, but you know, I didn't quite have that kind of money that I wanted to spend on a single manga set, you know, 12 books at the time, so I had to let it slip, and now it's going for like $1,200, so that would have been an amazing deal. But you know, there's no use crying over spilled milk. Hopefully I'll be able to find a good deal for the set and or piece it together over 2022. It's a long shot, but you know, might as well just speak it out into existence. And as for Gunslinger Girl, this is another series that I don't really know too much about, but after seeing some friends pick it up, such as Weebra and the Manga Sloth, find amazing deals for the series in the omnibus format, you know, I've had pretty high hopes for myself this year. Now, currently I own the first and second omnibuses, which is volume 1 through 6 out of 15, and these ones are, you know, somewhat hard to find, but not too rare. But as you go down the line, they can get pretty expensive. I've heard some great things about Gunslinger Girl from those 2 manga tubers that I just mentioned, as well as a lot of people on the internet recommending it to me, so yeah, it's kind of a long shot again, as some of those volumes are very expensive, but if I play my cards right, I'm able to find some deals or piece it together this year. So again, fingers crossed for that. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video, talking about the top manga that I want to collect over 2022. Now, it obviously goes without saying that this is not all of the manga that I'm looking to collect over 2022. Obviously, I'm going to get way more than that, probably way more than it fits my means. But I just thought I'd share some highlights of things that I've got my eye on for 2022 that hopefully I'll be able to have my collection by the end of the year. So hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more manga videos just like this. Also, I want you guys to go down to the comments below and comment what is your manga series that you really want to collect over 2022, or manga series that you want to collect over 2022. What do you have your eye on? What's your holy grail for this year? Let me know. Anyways, guys, this has been the Prom G. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and as always, hope to catch you in the next one.